guys, welcome to Gunny Sharp Talk. Gunny here. I'm gonna do a video on gunny juice and kind of see together what the juice will and won't do. I have here Maxamet PM2. Let me blow this up a little bit. Let's see if we can't get a look at the edge. This is a 700 grit CBN edge. There we go. See the scratches in it? 700 grit scratches. Originally, I was gonna do this video with the factory edge on this, but the factory edge was so wavy from belt chatter. And I'm not knocking Spyderco, happens, all factory knives, wasn't that it wasn't sharp, but the waviness along the bevel had a hard time picking up light evenly so that we could see what was going on when I stropped from 9 micron down to 0.1. And that's what we're going to do here with the 700 grit. I just did that to even out the bevel so it's nice and flat, so we can get a better view of what's going on with it. As you've seen, 700 grit scratch pattern. I'm not going to do a ton of stropping per strop. I know some people do a lot, 50, 100 passes, 30 passes, whatever. I'm going to strop a little bit. I don't count when I strop, so I'll probably strop a little more than I normally do, because I think roughly 6 to 8 passes per side is about my max. We'll do a few more than that, just to set some sort of scratch pattern in there. And we'll take a look at it after we get to the 0.1. The reason I will strop a little bit more than normal is this is Maxamet, to give a fair shot on each micron size. But let's get started. Clean the bevel, microfiber. Start with the 9 micron. And on these Genda Nano cloth strops, it does say 4 micron. All the strops are exactly the same. The stropping material, the nano cloth, it's like a cup, or Tom describes it as a honeycomb. To me, it's like a bunch of, looking at it under a microscope, it's like somebody took a bunch of spheres and cut them in half. So the cups of the sphere is 50 micron. So basically, that's why these are so thirsty, because you're filling up a 50 micron cup in each little hole. Part of what makes them polish so well too, though, is because you have so much abrasive in there that pops loose. It's not necessarily stuck to something. It will pop loose and allow it to roll around along your knife bevel. But I guess I should strop while I'm talking. And I don't strop necessarily all what a lot of people would think. I'm not stropping evenly. I can really feel my bevel. So sometimes I can feel that an area needs a little more pressure, a little less pressure, a couple more passes in one spot than they do another, a couple more passes on one side than the other. And so I strop according to the feel. If you're a beginning stropper, I would suggest doing even amount of strokes on each side. Try to keep your pressure as even as possible. It really does take some time and a lot of stropping to get a good feel for your apex. This isn't even all that sharp, because after I sharpened it on to 700 grit, I've used it also. Been using it at work. Let's move on to the 6 micron and see what we got there. I did, I don't know if that was caught on camera or not, but I did wipe off the bevel. And you see I got a little handy box back there for 1x6 strops. It's just a Bass Pro case. Go get it in their fishing department. I actually got it at Cabela's, but it's a Bass Pro case. So I like the nano cloth a lot for polishing. It does give a decent edge too. Still for me, a basswood, especially with a 1 micron micro pore tape on it, is hard to beat for a cutting edge. And I'll even probably hit that and hit the wood and show you too, because you can kind of see cutting speed a little better on wood. Can't really tell on these. So we're now at 3 micron. Again, Agenda's nanocloth says 2. That's why I wrote on it. And I have talked to Tom, I may have Agenda make me up some of these nanocloth strops and do some package deals with some strops. And I may make up some basswood strops and mount them to plates. Just make up some blocks. And at 3 micron, like I said, I'm not doing a ton of passes. I don't want this video to be too long. We stopped at 700 grit. That was enough to really flatten the bevel and still see a good scratch pattern. Sorry if I get off camera. I'm trying to watch this, and yes, I am crossing up scratch patterns. And that's because I'm not trying to get all the scratches out. I'm just it does get some of them out, crossing it up. All right, so we'll go to the 1 micron, and then 1 micron we'll hit some of this ash wood. Both ways. And you can clean these with alcohol. I've done it. Actually kind of soaked them in alcohol because on that 3 micron. Accidentally squirted some 6 on it. I had to clean it really good. Hopefully I got it all. If not, then that 3 micron didn't really help a whole lot. Maybe we'll take a look and see where we're at with our scratches on our bevel. Yes, because I don't use the whole thing. I do flip this around. So I try to use it all. Not a bad edge. All right. Ashwood. It's dark here. This will show you how fast it cuts. It's a 1 micron Ashwood. See how fast it cuts on that wood. See that? That's to give you an idea of how fast the juice cuts. Now, going through all these, am I expecting to get the 700 grit scratches out? Not really. Am I expecting to get a mirror polish on it? No. Especially with no more stropping than I'm doing. But this should give you an idea of how fast this cuts. If I sat here and strop and did 50 passes on each one, I might be able to get a mirror. But even at that, I'm trying to show realistic stropping. I know there's a lot of you that strop more than I've stropped on each one of these. So clean this off with alcohol too. It was gray, really gray. The feedback's a little different on the nano cloth. It's kind of like a suction cup sliding on glass if you're really doing it right. It's like it really has a lot of drag, but at the same time feels smooth, not rough. There's this edge here needs a little bit more than the rest of it. And when I keep popping off the screen, what I'm doing is I'm coming over here and wiping the bevel, the microfiber, with the whoosh. All right, we've got a quarter here and quarter here. Again, I'm going to do some of this because it polishes. The wood does too, but it doesn't polish I won't say it doesn't polish as well. It doesn't polish as fast as the nano cloth. The nano cloth polishes pretty fast. So that's going to give us a better idea of what it's doing at a faster rate. You can do the same thing with the wood. It's just like I said, nano cloth does it at a faster rate as far as polishing. As far as giving you a crisp edge, can't beat the wood. Again, wiping it off. I realized I keep going off camera for that, but I'm just turning around wiping it off. Okay, basswood. And with this, I'm getting a little, I don't know if you can see, a little different look to it, but it's still taking metal off. Like we'll take it to the other end. See that? Man, love that edge. All right. This is a 0.1 micron. That was a 0.25. That was 0.5. 1, 3, 6, and 9. The 0.5 and the 0.1 are actually my favorite. 0.5 is really versatile. And the 0.1, man, just really does a nice job of showing off a polish, like finishing that polish. Now, for most people, you need a really light hand on the nano cloth. I have gotten to the point where I can use quite a bit of pressure if I want. Most of the time, I'm fairly light-handed stropping anyways, but used a little more pressure on this right now on camera than I normally would. All right. Again, here I am with the, sorry. This is only had one coat put on it, and I didn't sand it. Sometimes when you don't sand it, it'll leave little rougher scratches. And maybe it is leaving a little rougher scratches. In case, let me hit this again. And then grab a rag. I'm going to leave this set on camera so you guys can see it. Grab a So, just to show you what I'm grabbing, whoosh. It's just screen wipes. It's what I use to wipe the screen off my iPhone with. When I do mirror polishes and stuff, I use this just to wipe blades down because it gets all residue off. I'll use this, and then whoosh has this microfiber. So then I'll go back with the microfiber wipe it off. So just doing, probably did a few more passes on the strops than I normally do, but I'm just trying to semi-simulate my routine. So let's see if we can get this to, see that? Let's get back. So did it get all the 700 grit scratches out? No. So you see, you can see some of them there. But did it go from a hazy finish to a lot shinier finish? There we go. So you can still see the scratches. I'm not trying to hide anything. But I would say just stropping on a 700 grit edge, that did pretty good. So there's the honest feedback on a Maxamet. It wasn't like it was on a non-abrasive resistant steel, you know, on Maxamet, to give us an idea of what the juice really will or really won't do. You've seen how many passes I did. So there you have it. That's what you can get with Gunny juice. Going through 9 micron down to 0.1. You can get a mirror polish coming off 1500 and running through these strops. Coming off 1500 and starting with back out 1500 and starting with 6 and go down to 0.1. The really had to let a test meeting in, but you know, the cutting edge for that is or like that. Got a nice cutting edge. Of course, you guys that know me know it was, I could have showed that before. It was pretty sharp off 700 grit. But if you have any questions, like I always say, please comment down below. Like, subscribe, all of that. Keep an eye out for video. At least pop them up if I'm dropping videos, because I am planning on doing some kind of contest and giveaway. And doing a giveaway of a 3-pack of Gunny juice. 3 micron choices of the winner's size. Whatever you want. Whether you want, you know, the half, quarter, and 0.1, or you want a 9, 6, and 3, or you want a 6, 1, and quarter, whatever you want. But we'll do something like that. I think I may do that when we get to 600 subscribers, and looking at getting some hats and t-shirts too, working on that. No promises there, but I will, I am planning on doing a giveaway of some Gunny juice. May throw in a strop or two. But again, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, drop them down below. You can message me. Check out our Instagram, Gunny Sharp Talk. My daughter runs the Instagram, so please be nice on there, and keep it family friendly. If you have anything not family friendly you'd like to say to me, you can always message me. Thanks again, guys.